functions or methods. Now, when we talk about the functions or methods, we had seen two examples, one without parameter and the second with parameter. As well as we had seen the example of methods by receiving the return from the method. We have seen those examples. So now let us discuss a bit more about them. When we talk about methods, there are basically two kinds of methods. Number one, pure methods. Now, what are pure methods is? Pure methods are the methods those do not alter the state of an object. Now, what is the state of an object? What do you understand by the state of an object? The state of an object actually means the values of the variables. If we change the value of the variable, we say that the state of the object is altered. So pure methods are the methods that do not change the values of the variables, means they do not change the state of an object. Now comes the impure method. The opposite one is the impure method. Impure methods are the methods they alters the state of an object. Now, how it is done? So I think Ankit is coming late. He will raise his hand. Sir, एक बार फिर बताइए. So let him come in. Ankit.
यस
हाँ अंकित, दो चीज तो बता दिए.
शायद नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम था.
हाँ हाँ सर, कोई बात नहीं बेटा. I can understand there is a lot of network problem is going on because all of us, not only us, all the other school students, they are using the internet for online classes. So at this time the network drops. It's very true. It's very true. There is problem. Even my Wi-Fi have some problem. It's going slow. So I'm repeating the things again. Okay, just listen and try to concentrate. And if you have doubt, you can always ask. Okay. Now I'm
थैंक यू सर.
muting you. Okay, yes, you muted yourself. That's better. Now we had just talked about the types of methods. पिछले क्लास में हम लोग क्या देखे थे? हम लोग कुछ एग्जांपल्स लिए थे मेथड्स का, जिसमें से कुछ we had not taken the output or written from user. Then we had discussed the method without using the parameter. Then we had used the parameter. Then we had taken the return from the parameter from the method. So this way we have taken three examples. Now let us discuss little further in methods. When we talk about the methods, I already said, those who came late, for them I'm repeating, there are two kinds of methods. One is pure, another one is impure. Now what is the pure method is? Pure method is the method that do not alter the state of an object. Pure method do not alter the state of an object. Now, what is the state of an object? State of an object is actually refers to the values of a variable. Hopefully it is very clear to all. Now, what does the impure method doesn't do is it do not change the value of the variable. Now, which variable? Now the question arises, sir, किस variable का value नहीं change करेगा? Obviously, if it does some work, it needs to change the variable. values of the variable. So which variable it must not change? It must not change the state of an object. मतलब क्या? किसी भी इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल को ये नहीं छेड़ेगा. समझ में आ गया? It is said state of an object means the instance variables, those belongs to the objects, and we said state of an object. So it is clear that the pure method will not alter the value of instance variables. Now what about the second one, impure method? Impure method can alter the change state of an object. Yes, Muskan हाथ उठाई फिर चली गई. If you have problem, I'll always try to clear that out. Now, as I said, impure method can alter the state of an object. It means it can change the value of the instance variable. Now, how it does, how it happens, we need to obviously know about them. Now, I'm going to share the screen and show you how it happens. Okay, share the screen. Now, we have the calculator over here. The program we had did. Now see here. Now see in this particular program. In this particular program, all the method, you can see it is changing the value of result, isn't it? All the methods, even if the sum, you can observe it is changing the value of the result, and result we are defined as an instance variable. So all these methods are impure method. Now which all? You can see it is changing the result. It is changing the result. So I'm just trying to show you through the annotation. Now let me see if I can use it. This method and this method, you can observe they are changing the value of result here and here. So these two are impure method. Correct? Now we move to the lower section. Now the difference is done, multiply and divide. Now see, in multiply divide, we had directly returned the value. We didn't make changes in any variable. These two are pure method. Clear? If anybody have doubt, you can raise hand. If anybody have doubt still about the pure method and impure method, yes, Anjali. Anjali.
सर ये नीचे में ये रिटर्न x इंटू वाई में ये क्यों हो गया प्योर?
ये प्योर क्यों है? Because you can see we had defined one instance variable. यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किए हैं, और देखो सम जो है ये रिजल्ट का वैल्यू को चेंज कर रहा है, वैल्यू असाइन कर रहा है ना, मतलब चेंज कर रहा है. अब डिफरेंस भी देखो चेंज कर रहा है. तो ये दोनों क्या कर रहा है, ये वाले वेरिएबल का वैल्यू को चेंज कर रहा है, इसीलिए ये दोनों इम्प्योर है. अब हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई पे देख रहे हैं, ये कोई भी वेरिएबल का वैल्यू को चेंज कर रहा है? नहीं कर रहा है ना. इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल का वैल्यू को चेंज नहीं कर रहा है, इसीलिए ये दोनों प्योर है. समझ में आ गया?
यस.
Any other doubt? You can always raise your hand. Okay. So if anybody have any doubt, I don't think you have, but still it is my work to find. Now, then, now it comes about method overloading. Now, what is method overloading? Method overloading means the same method with different parameters. defining the same method with different parameters is termed as method overloading. I'll show you an example over here. जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे देखो सम को जो डिफाइन किया है, we had taken x and y in integer form, isn't it? यहाँ पे हम लोग integer लिए हैं. Now I'm going to write another sum. The name will be the sum here. Sorry. You can observe there is a person as at. I'm not going to allow whoever it is. You must come in with your name, proper name. I can identify you. I'm not going to allow him. No, I'm not going to report Zoom now. Let him be waiting in the waiting hall. We'll come back with me. Now, return. Oh. K plus L. Okay, fine. Now we need to change over here. Now I'm going to call OB dot, I'm directly displaying it, system dot out dot println OB dot sum, and we are going to pass 12.5 and say 13.9. So we'll be getting, I'm removing all the part from here. यहाँ से OB public static void main scanner. Yes, calculator OB is here. So I'm going to remove this part and keep only the system dot out dot println OB dot sum, and we had accepted two variables here, so A comma B. Fine. Now compile. There is an error. What is the error? Okay, we had missed one more. Yes. Now compile. Still error is found. OB dot sum. Here is one error. Here. Still error. Double. Now we had already defined it as float, and it is asking for double. So now F, put a F. It will remove that error. Now, my goodness. Oh, there is the void type. So we get it as float. Yeah. Now there is no error. What we did, we are calling the sum method. First one, we are passing the integers. You can see integer A and B. We are passing the two integers, and in the second one, we are passing to float. Now the question arises as 12.5 F क्यों लिखे? भाई लिखे हैं ताकि कंप्यूटर समझ पाए कि 12.5 फ्लोट है, डबल नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ पे फ्लोट डिफाइन किया है. नाउ क्लोज इट एंड एग्जीक्यूट. So we execute. So it will be obviously asked for the first number, say 30 and say 50. Okay. Now you can observe. This is the sum for the integral values 30 and 50. And this is the sum of the float values that we had passed. क्या क्या पास किए थे? 12.5 and 13.9. So obviously these two makes 26.4. Now see here, you can see the 26.4. Now let us, do anybody have the guts to explain this? What happened actually? Okay, I'm removing all the other methods from here. हम सारे को डिलीट कर देते हैं. अब कोई बताएगा? इतना ही है. Ishu, will you try? No. Ankit, anyone wants to try to explain? Raise your hand. कोई नहीं, चलो हम ही बता देते हैं. Now see here carefully. This is overloading. You can see the same name, sum. Correct? One is returning integer, another one is returning float. Correct? One is accepting an integer value. It's not very important that you change both. Either you change this, the return type, or you change the values you want to pass. In both the cases, it is overloading. Why overloading? Because you are using the same name. And this is polymorphism. A very important principle of Java is polymorphism. And this is the example of polymorphism. At first instance over here, at first instance, the sum is behaving or returning this one, correct? And in the second instance, from here, it is returning using this one. So you can understand the same name behaves differently in different instances. This is polymorphism. Hopefully all of you have understood the polymorphism and overloading. If anybody have any doubt, you can raise your hand. I'm going to stop the sharing then. I'm stopping the sharing. Okay, now, still here, if anybody have any doubt, few people that went out and coming in because of network problem maybe. So, nobody have doubt? Now I give you a homework to do. I'll post it in the Class Plus Lite later in the evening. I'll post it. So there will be a homework today for you. And I can see only 17 people in the class now. They are, just for attendance, Achal Raj Tilak, Aryan Kumar, Abhinav, RR, Akshara Shah, Alia Farhin, Anjali Kumari, Ankit Kumar, Arpit Abhishek, Harsh Raj, Ishu, Kamya Anand, Muskan Singh, Namita Priya, Sagar, Sanjana Singh, and Sneha Suman. So if anybody have changed the name, I'm still now, I didn't got the attendance register or the name of the list to take your attendance officially. So I'll be writing your name and copying your names. So next time onward, if any of your name is not announced and you are in the class, that means you had joined the class with a different name. So be there. Okay. So now the methods are over. We have one more chapter left. And before concluding the method, I want to give you an information about recurring method. Recurring method. I think all of you know what is the meaning of recurring. जानते हो ना? नहीं जानते हो? Recurring method. Okay. Now, what is recurring method is the method that calls itself. And sometimes it is even also termed as recursive method. इसको recursive method भी बोला जाता है. Now, how a method can be recursive? Method अपने आप को कैसे call करता है? I'll give you an example of that. Recursive method. Aryan Kumar, yes, come in. Now, I'm going to share the screen again and show you the example of a recursive method. Okay, now recursion or recurring. Recursive method means the method that calls itself. So I'm going to close this and a new class, recursion demo. Now, write a program to calculate to print the sum of first 10 natural numbers. I think all of you know what would be the sum. कितना होगा 1 से 10 तक जोड़ने पे? If you have did AP, you can easily answer that. Now, in this method, let us public int say sum just a second, I missed something. Just a second. You can see a person over here. समझ गए हो? I'm not going to admit that fellow. Now, if not, then just a second. भूल जाते हैं बार-बार. Return x plus sum x minus 1, else return 0. Fine. Now, to create an object. RECURSION demo OP equals to new RECURSION recursion demo. Fine. Now you can see 10 minutes left. Dot OB dot sum. We need to print the first in natural numbers. Yes. Now compile it. You can observe there is no syntax error. Let us execute and see the result first. Then I will explain. You can see the result is correct, isn't it? The formula to calculate the sum of natural numbers is 1 by 2 n into n plus 1, 1 by 2 into n into n plus 1. You had learned it in say AP, arithmetic progression, isn't it? Now I'm going to explain the program. See it very carefully. You can observe over here, you can observe this statement. It is sum and this is sum. So you can see the same method is being called. The sum itself is calling itself. The sum is calling itself. This is recursion. Now, hopefully all of you understood. Now, how long will it execute? I'm trying to show you in a different screen. I'm trying to show you the dry run process. Okay, that is tedious. Let me try out if I can. Now, let me open the application, another application, say Paint. Now, Paint, there is accessories, there is Paint. Now, in this. So first of all, I have to clear the annotations. Clear all annotations. Now, this is the portion. I close it. I minimizes this also and keep it somewhere else here. Now, just for the yes. Now, mapping. This is a new software and a new device I had bought for online classes. Okay. Now, now, the first thing, how it executes. So first, what we had entered 10, isn't it? We had entered 10. Now, when we entered 10, the first statement, see the first statement, I have to draw with both the hands. Now, the first statement, if x greater than 0, not equals to 0, and we have 10, isn't it? So it is very clear, it is not 0. So if it is not 0, what it is returning? What it is returning? X plus x minus 1 means we are taking as, what is the value of x? X is 10 and it is returning sum 10 minus 1, or I can simply cut and write 9, isn't it? Now, when it is calling sum 9, then once again, what is happening? Already the 10 is added. Then we are again calling the sum 9. So what happens? Again, it checks over here. Again, it checks if x is greater than not equals to 0. Yes, the condition is true. Then it is again returning 9 plus sum 9 minus 1. I cut it and write 8. So this way it goes on executing till the value of x becomes 0. Hopefully you understood. So next time when we are calling the 8, it is becoming as 10 plus 9 plus 8 and plus sum 7 minus 1. That, sorry, 8 minus 1. I made a mistake. That is 8 minus 1. So this way it goes on executing till we get to the 0. Hopefully all of you had understood. Now, if anybody have any doubt, you can raise your hand. I'm giving you the chance to explain on from the screen itself. किसी को कोई डाउट है, पूछ सकते हो? नहीं? Fine. Recursive function is not in your syllabus, but you can still use them to find the sum and product of natural numbers. Means it is very easy to calculate the factorial. Very easy, very easy. You need not to write loop. You need not to write take variables and this, that. All those things can be very easily be removed. Okay, now that's all for today. Hopefully you will go through the videos, those who had not attended the class, and if you want to revise, you can go through the video that will be uploaded in Class Plus Lite study material section. Okay, now we are going to clear all the annotations. I'm clearing all the annotations and stopping the annotation, then closing all the products. This one also. Now, before I end the class, let me take the attendance once again. A new fellow came in, that is Anurag Kumar Raj. Then once again the attendance: Achal Raj Tilak, Aryan Kumar, Abhinav, RR, Akshara Shaha, Alia Fareen, Anjali Kumari, Ankit Kumar, Arpit Abhishek, Harsh Raj, Ishu, Kamya, Muskan Singh, Namita Priya, Sagar, Sanjana, Sneha, and last one is Anurag Kumar Raj. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. And this is the last class also, so you can enjoy.